Right.
And we want to invite those nonprofits to come and collaborate with us.
Wonderful.
And we'd love their ideas as well.
Yes, yeah. And being a pastor, I have a tendency to look at everything theologically. So I guess I want to just kind of switch gears and then come back. Why Giving Tuesday? What is it? What's the underpinnings, the undertone as to why each of you, evidently you're investing your energy, your passion, your gifts, your time into this, so it has to go a little deeper. Why for each of you are you involved in this, and why do you see the need is so important at this time for this?
Well, I can speak for Mom's House here.
Yes.
You know, we are an organization that receives very little government funding. Like 3% of our income comes from the government, and so the rest we have to raise on our own. And this is, again, if this is the third largest giving day of the year, we definitely need to be involved in this. And I think when Michelle presented, you know, getting together and collaborating on this, that was a great idea. We all want to work together. I think we're all, you know, sort of in the community competing for those donor dollars. So if we can work together and kind of spread the wealth, you know, and really, again, capitalize on that, share our ideas, make this a successful day, make the community aware that, you know, it is during the Christmas season where everybody's buying, and if we can kind of change that, just even for that one day, and make people think about, you know, giving to others that in need, and we all are nonprofits. We do represent all of those in need. We all fill some sort of service and void out in the community, and I think we do have a generous community, like Michelle said. We definitely do, and Mom's House sees that. We would not be here today if it were not for our community, and we recognize that. So it's kind of, you know, we want to make it a fun day, a collaborative day with the community and with the nonprofits too. But of course we want to be involved, because this is, again, a great opportunity for us to connect with the community and make them aware that, you know, Mom's House is a nonprofit. We need your help, and others do as well. And you know, and it's been fun working with. We don't get this opportunity very often to work with the other nonprofits in the area, and we've been able to do that. That's really fun. We're all, you know, we have the same concerns, we have the same challenges, and we've been able to discuss that and figure out ways to really promote this day and come together and
you know, I'll say, Life Choices, we have no government support, so we also are only privately supported, which gives us the freedom to do what we need to do for the community and those we serve. So I think there's liberty in that, but then there's also some trials in that, because then, like Lori says, we're doing all of our own fundraising. I read a book recently, and it talked about a businessman who went to see Mother Teresa. And I think he wanted her to bless him in his business. And he kept going on about it, and she just said to him in response, "What have you done for my poor?" And then he asked for the blessing again, and she responded, "What have you done for my poor?" And he finally answered he had given material for some type of clothing. And she said, "No, what have you done for my poor today?" And boy, that just really spoke to me, that the people that we serve don't have a voice to those who have the resources to support our organizations. And that it's my job to be bold and to not back down, but to be that voice for those people, and to make the community who can provide or can donate in whatever way. As I said, it could be time, it could be services, it can be financially. Whatever way it is that God lays it on their heart to be able to be a part of our organization, I am responsible to ask that question of those out in the community. And so Giving Tuesday gives us that opportunity. But Lori also mentioned something, getting together the different organizations. It's been powerful for me. I am just not even a year as director of Life Choices. And I have learned so much from some of these directors who have been in their position for several years. And it's, I don't know what I would do without that information. I'm appreciative of saving the time that it would take for me to learn it on my own. So it's a great thing.
Well, I'm struck by it is countercultural. What we're doing.
True.
I mean, where it's placed and what it does and its efforts. That strikes me right off the bat. But also the synergy that's created, as you're both describing, between the nonprofit organizations and what we are learning and gleaning from each other. And we can do more together than we can do by ourselves.
That's true.
Right.
That's
You know.
true.
Right.
So the person or the viewer that's seeing this or listening to this on the radio right now, what is it do you want to reach into their spirit and say to them as they contemplate, maybe for the first time, hearing about this? What pearls of wisdom or what tactical kind of information can you give them so that they might be involved or they might donate? Is there anything that you want to share with them one-on-one right now?
I think we want to appeal to a variety of viewers right now.
Yes.
The business community, to ask that they help with this effort in the ways that they can, with obviously the community, the donor, to help, and give on this day, and any day, actually, to give to the charity of their choice. And also for the nonprofits, the other nonprofits out there that haven't heard of this initiative. We've tried to reach out to those that we can and know and have contact information for, but there's so many others that we have not been able to reach. So if they haven't heard about Giving Tuesday, we do encourage them to contact Life Choices or Mom's House, and we can give them more information. And then, other nonprofits. One of the things that I took away, because I've been watching the different webinars that are available for nonprofits to help us make this day really great, is they for other nonprofits to some sort of story that if to give on that day, if you can sort of have a goal towards something. Yes. And raise money for something, this is really attractive, I think, for the community to understand that they're giving towards an initiative or towards something that nonprofit needs. And I was kind of leading up to that because I wanted to give an example. There's a high school that did, and this was on the webinar, I don't know if you remember this, but this was really interesting, but a high school that needed band equipment. And they used Giving Tuesday that day to obtain their band equipment, but they started prior to this, and they were saying, we're going to start this initiative. We need band equipment. And they showed the kids, they had their inferior band equipment, trying to show them, and they were playing a song, and the song sounded horrible, just horrible. And so then the community started giving dollars for this effort. And so they showed from Giving Tuesday, when they started purchasing the different instruments, and this high school band class, they started, the first day they showed, and they would show the progress of their playing,
Yes.
And so by a certain time period, after a certain time period elapsed, then they showed their constituents, those that gave to this effort, they showed what the progress was, and it was amazing. They actually it sounded beautiful.
Yes.
So that was such a successful campaign, but all the nonprofits out there, we can all do that too.
Yes.
We all have that need,
Yes.
and we can show our constituents what a difference,
Absolutely.
our donors, what a difference their dollar makes, and that's just a great example.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
Powerful. Powerful.
The other thing I think is the nonprofits are the heart of this community. This community is beautiful, and I have the privilege of traveling to other parts of the world as well as other parts of the nation. And coming back to the Triple Cities area, it is beautiful to look at with the mountains and even some of the architecture, but it is a warm, welcoming community, and it's rich with many ethnic backgrounds.
Yes.
And the nonprofits are what make us the heart.
Yeah.
It's what brings the caring and the support, and it would not be the beautiful community it is if not for the heart of these nonprofits. And so those that are listening out there around Giving Tuesday, what I want them to understand is it's an opportunity to find out about the different nonprofits in your area that might spark a passion for you to support and an energy around their cause. We have new and young people to this community who don't know anything about what we do, and on many levels. And so we want to encourage you to reach out to the different, the Broome County Chamber also would be a resource to find out about some of the nonprofits in the area. They also are collaborating with us on this local initiative as well. So those are some of the ideas I think that I would encourage anybody listening to move forward on.
It's so important, and both of you have touched on it, that it is a giving community, and might be a little bias here, but I think generally people are good and they want to give. So a lot of it is the promotion and follow through and where did my dollars go and are you accountable, and if so, I'm on board kind of thing. And that's really, that's hard work.
Yeah. How can they make a difference? I think that's the big question.
We only have about a minute and a half to 2 minutes left, but any final thoughts that you want to share? I'll offer the last few minutes to both of you to say whatever it is you'd like to say.
I was going to say, make sure you tell them where where to give on that,
Please.
that day.
Please.
I'll have you do that.
Yep.
So the website to go to is www.nygivesday.org.
Yeah.
So www.newyorkgivesday.org. Within that page, you'll be able to look for the organization that you want to support based on areas of interest. So if it's the arts, or if it's humanities, or sciences, or children-oriented education, you'll be able to find your organization that you want to support through that. So that's a great point
they'll all
to be
be
able
listed,
to tell
yeah.
that. But the biggest thing is that we want people to understand is, as nonprofits, we are coming together, we are standing united, and that we're not competing for the dollars, but we're looking for all of us to benefit from the heart of this community for giving.
Awesome. Anything else you want to share?
That was very
at all?
well said. No, I really wanted to make sure we got that information
Absolutely.
out.
Yes, because I think it's important, because the person that's sitting behind their computer on Tuesday morning hearing this or listening to this after Black Friday and Cyber Monday might be thinking, well, maybe it's time to think beyond myself and such things. I want to go on record to thank both of you for the hard work that you're doing. This is a wonderful initiative, but there's a lot to it. There's a lot of spinning plates to it. And I feel your pain with the idea of trying to get lists of, even just trying to get lists of churches and pastors is just daunting. It's overwhelming. So the work you're doing on behalf of the community and the viewers and the listeners, I want to thank you very much from the bottom of my heart for what you're doing.
Well, thank you.
And I look forward for you to come back and follow up with us as to how the first year goes.
Yes,
So
we'd
that'd
love
be great.
to.
So please, I ask all of you to do all that you can to support this initiative, this wonderful initiative. And I want to thank you on behalf of the Broome County Council of Churches. Have a wonderful day and God bless.